Going on, everybody? Welcome to a celebratory live event. Yes, tonight is a special night. It is the 18th or so time that I have put my face in a thumbnail. Rejoice. It is a special time. Apparently not many have seen my face, so I'm blessing you with it in the thumbnail. The rest of the stream will be knives because that's, I'm going to guess what you're here to see. Let me straighten these out. Sorry. Just kind of slapped a bunch of stuff up here. So the channel's about to hit 200,000 subscribers. I have the giveaway items ready. And I'm saying tentatively, expect it because we're only like a couple hundred subs away. It's going to happen tonight. But you can hurry it along if you're not subscribed, but it'll happen sometime this evening. And then I will do the event next weekend, likely Friday night. There will probably be a video next week. It'll be like a third upload for the day where I will show off all the prizes. I think you guys will be very happy with the prizes. I did have to scramble, because I didn't expect to get 30,000 subscribers in 1 month, but that's what happened. So thank you very much. Very excited for sure. Why did Blade HQ crash when the 8020 Slims went up and I lost an M4 and that sucks? I mean, it doesn't surprise me, because a lot of people want them 8020s. Yeah, I did. I got the exact number was 28.7 thousand subscribers in 28 days. So yeah, it was averaging a little over 1,000 a day for about a month there. Because of the, I'll tell you, it was the video. It was a short that I did called, "What are the strangest knives in your collection?" And it got like a little over 3 million views. So apparently that caused a lot of people to subscribe. So great. That's cool. Yeah. Anytime somebody's channel grows super fast, people always say bot farm. Or you could just take their videos and sort by most popular and look and see if they had a video explode over the last month or so. The same thing happened to Neves, except it was a lot more potent, and there were multiple videos that did that, It's just, if you upload a lot of content, your chances of one kind of resonating with people are a little bit higher. And then when that happens, if people feel like, hey, this is, I kind of like what this guy's all about, then they hit that subscribe button, and that's great, I didn't expect it to be from a YouTube short. But yeah, that's great. I'm happy to see that number. Now we're gonna kick back. We're just gonna have a chill night. We're gonna chat about some new knives. We're gonna relax. I haven't done this in a little bit, where I just actually pay attention to the chat, answer some questions, and actually talk with you guys instead of to or at myself, occasionally looking at chat. And just sort of this is a pregame to the epic event that will take place next weekend. Hold on. 5 months and counting. Yes, sir, Jason. Okay. Thanks, Nick Martino. I appreciate that. 25,000 of your new subscribers are good friends of mine from China. Hey, I don't care. I don't care where the subscribers come from. 250 here. Why only a few likes? I know, right? 250. What's going on? I will be giving away a few times tonight free memberships. So if you need an incentive to stick around, if you're like, I don't know, MC's personality without a giveaway is kind of lackluster. What's in it for me? I say, what's in it for me? Well, maybe you'll get a free membership. In fact, let's start it off. Let's kick off the evening by giving away 10 free memberships right after Joe paid to join. Sorry, Joe. It's Joe Lynch. I do appreciate that. Welcome to Knights Around Knights. Let's give a hearty hello to Joe. Please raise your swords high, extra strong, right, for Joe. Making the ultimate sacrifice before I give away 10. Let's give away 10 memberships here real quick. Oh, I don't want to join. I am a knight. Membership gifting. Here we go. Are you ready? Here comes 10 memberships courtesy of me. And get ready. This is literally just me paying Google. That's you. Oh no. Hold on. I got to use use this one. Gosh darn it. There we go. Here comes 10 memberships. It tried to tell me there was an error with my card, but there is not. Don't you tell me there's an error with my don't be telling the internet that MC's broke. He bought too many knives. Adequate Media, thanks for your donation. If Bob reappears, I'll give him a Kaiser Serape. Yeah, poor Bob. There you go. Nuh-uh. You got another one? That doesn't make sense. Hey, there you go. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that a few times tonight. Welcome all. MC has a negative balance now. It's about time. Speaking of a drained or severely depleted bank account, I got my hands on 2 knives this last week. One of them was the admittedly overpriced Microtech and Reich DLC Annex, which I found at eKnives. Wow. Yeah, I think that thing is about $100 over the line. At least one side of my brain does. The other side of my brain went ahead and bought it anyway. But I did want that. I think that's a very good looking knife. Excuse me. It is an integral, and it does at least bring something extra to the table versus some other integrals that shall not be named anymore, or by a company that shall not be named anymore on this channel. But I am excited for that. And then I bought something else. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's something I'm going to share with you guys here down the road. Another episode of Punchable Faces. You know, it's not the first time I've been told that my face looks slightly punchable. Like, not like you want to, not like right away, but like the more you look at it, you're like, that's a face worth punching. Maybe at least throwing a pie at, like a nice lemon meringue pie from about 4 feet away. Always crazy people watch and never hit the like. I mean, it's okay. If they want to hit the like, then great. I'm flattered 300 people want to hang out here with me and chat tonight. Any thoughts on the new 15V Spyderco knives? 15V, we had a conversation about that in the last live stream about how 15V, the edge retention was absolutely insane. How it rivaled or, nay, surpassed that of properly heat-treated S125V. Apparently, that was what someone in the comments said, and is only surpassed by the legendary and elusive Rex 121. That's wild. I would trust Spyderco to do it correctly. I have no idea what kind of tough. It's 14.5% vernadium, 14.5% vanadium, apparently. Carco, thanks for your donation. That's a name I haven't seen for a bit. MC, you got a blue Beowulf. They would trade for gray. Well, Carco, I'm really sorry. I also have the gray. I also have the gray one. I appreciate that. They surprised me and sent me these 2 here. These new ones are cool because they have the over travel and secondary lock on them now, which is pretty sweet. Both of them actually have those over travel and secondary locks. Big fan of this guy. I think legitimately the little chunky boy is going to get carried. I don't know why I like this one so much. I honestly think I like the smaller one more than the big one. It's just a very satisfying, chunky little knife. And as you can see here, I say little, but it's absolutely full sized. I mean, I can get a full grip on it and it's very comfortable. It's ridiculous, but it's fun, you know? So, yeah. It very much does. Can you use that as a waffle iron? Which one? Edward Miller says, woohoo, woohoo, Edward. Did you get Mike a knife for his birthday? No, Mike got a huge steak. He didn't. He couldn't even eat it all. It was a giant. It was like a. I think I grilled him a 20-ounce sirloin, or it might have been. It might have been heavier than that. It was huge. Carco, thanks so much. I've been here just lurking now. I got 2 grades. Oh, you have 2 grades. Wow. If I guess the 200K giveaway knife, can I have it? You know what, Glock Shooter? Sure, you get 1 guess. If you can guess what it is, you can you can have it. I will give it to you and then find something else to give it if you can actually guess it. No, you're wrong. No. Like I did get nervous for a second. I was like, oh crap, what if he does guess it? Because I wouldn't be able to lie. I'd have to tell you the truth. What's the actual count? Oh, I can't see it. So before I started the live stream, it was 199,729 was the official count. So it will the final subs will come in the next few hours. It's and I know that because I can see the view counts, and you know, so there's always an average of number of subscribers that subscribe, you know, per so many views. So we'll gain that in the next couple of hours or so, which is cool. I like telling this story because I like to remember how hard it was to get my first 100 subscribers. And if you'd like to know, it took me 3 months to get 100 subscribers. And then it took me almost 11 months to get my first 1,000. So while I have been getting anywhere from 800 to 1,200 a day, I try to remember, hey, you used to work, you know, originally you had to put in the work for 11 months to get the first 1,000. So try to remind myself and not take that for granted. Because this is, you know, this is wild, man. Just a regular guy, just a regular guy who likes knives, you know. It's not like you get special powers after so many subs. You're still just a guy in his basement looking at knives on a Home Depot table with a $12 camera mount and his phone live streaming it to 300 people, you know. No, yeah, I don't think I'll ever forget that. You know, it still blows my mind, like just thinking about it. I don't want to talk about numbers. I want to talk about knives. Tri-State, what's up? Took me 11 months to hit 1K2, rough start, but look at us now. Hey, yeah, exactly. What are you at, Tri-State? Your numbers have been growing like crazy. Well deserved, for sure. What is Tri-State at? Good MC Glad we. What's Guga or Guga? What is that? 5,000? Dude, Tri-State, I legitimately was thinking he's got to be at 20 or 30. 5,000. You are criminally undersubscribed to. 5,000 is absolutely an amazing milestone. It is. But, I mean, you guys surely watch Tri-State's content, right? I mean, literally every time I watch something. I watched you unbox something the other day, and he was like, I don't need this anymore. And the subtle, like, over-the-shoulder throw, but the camera, like you took the time to edit the camera zooming in on the box, like unceremoniously being tossed over your shoulder, and then the stock sound effect of glass shattering. I was laughing so hard. It's just that one tiny little moment. I was like, man, why don't I have cool ideas like that? I just have a stupid Nick Shabazz ripoff Matt. Everyone's like, why are you copying Nick Shabazz with the perforations? And I realized, dang it, Nick Shabazz did do perforations first. I try to show epic knives. I've realized that that's become kind of the thing here is reaching, using the reach to get my hands on the weirdest stuff. I am very much concerned with making sure that there is a foundation of normal, affordable, reasonable knives, economic, utilitarian knives. But I also go out of my way to take a look at the wild and the crazy when I have an opportunity, because I know that that's what you guys want. Even if you hate them, you guys like to watch them, and I get it, right? Blade Brigade, EDC, thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that. Can we see the PMP? Sure, it's time. This is a prototype. Prototype! You cannot get this yet. Please do not ask me where you can get this. This is the only one that exists as far as I know. This is the PMP Titano, or Titano, however you want to say it. It is ridiculous. I'll say that again. It is ridiculous. And this is exactly what I'm talking about here. This is the type of stuff that I will go out of my way to review, or to at least, I mean, how am I going to review this? This makes no sense, right? But it's hilarious. Like the guy behind PMP, the designer there, is like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to I'm just really just going to do whatever I feel like doing. And that's great, right? We need weird stuff like this. It's fun. The blade is almost a 1/4 inch thick, and it's very, very tall. As you can see, it weighs about 12 ounces, which is not quite as heavy as some of you might have guessed. But it is huge, for sure. Yes, the knife industry can't get boring. I agree. I will. The day that the knife industry becomes boring, right? The day that it's overrun by Buck 110s and Opinels, that's the day I quit. No. Give me interesting. Give me all of the interesting stuff. The wild and the crazy. Blade Brigade, thanks for donating. The PMP looks like my Eugene's Eugene's whale daughter from SpongeBob. What's her name? Mr. Krabs. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Teddy. Yeah, yeah. She's always like, well, the cheerleader, and she does the splits, and it shakes the whole building. God, that is really funny. It actually does look exactly like that. Pearl. Oh man, that's funny. What's my favorite knife? My favorite knife in my collection is the Arch Nemesis. And it's really hard to say that it's not my favorite knife of all time, because, I mean, just look at it. The Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis is so beautiful. So beautiful. That was the 5th anniversary gift from my wife. And she contacted Brian Nadeau, and they had it made in secret. Here we go. 26 months from Ryan Smock. What's up, man? Aaron, not Aaron. Happy birthday. Thanks. You know what? Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm not even going to fight it anymore. Congrats on almost 200K. Aaron gifted 10 more Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much. Everybody raise your shorge for Aaron, not Aaron. Very generous. Thank you very much. The birthday thing almost doesn't bother me now because you're so generous. Excuse me. Bunch of goofs, man. Teddy Gorman, thanks for the donation. Ever get your hands on a GOM, God of Mischief, from Renegade Provisions? It has pushed just about every other knife out of rotation and become a true EDC. I have not. I have never. I feel like somebody has mentioned that before, but maybe I'm mistaken. I have not. Maybe somebody needs to send me a picture in Instagram DMs. 200K. Damn, I remember when you were a little guy. Me too. It seems like it was yesterday. In the old dungeon, the previous dungeon, right? My wife hates that I watch your channel. I love it. My knife collection has grown drastically. There are so many significant others around now around the world, actually, I think, who really, really hate me because they know that I'm the reason that their spouses / boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever, are buying so many knives. And so I would just remind everyone to budget appropriately and be wise. I know that my channel has that effect on people, but I do I do stress that the idea here is to find what works for you and not everything that you should buy all the time. I know that it's kind of an itchy hobby though, right? Zakaria Ott, thanks for donation. Haiti or Lunsford? Gotta know what? Zachariah. Sorry, I said Zakaria. Zachariah, I do not know what you mean. I do not know what you mean, and I feel bad that you paid for that. Can somebody explain? What does that mean? What happened to the face reveal? Did you just do that to get views? Yes. It's a joke because people keep yelling face reveal in my live streams, and I realize, oh yeah, the vast majority of people have, of course, they've not seen my face. Like half the people who subbed in the last 6 months. Like, no, of course they've never seen my face. So I made a joke out of the face reveal. The face reveal is in the thumbnail. Everybody has seen my face. Yeah, if you've not been on Reddit, let me spoil it for you. All of my thumbnails are clickbait. So, yes, I do that for views. No, dude, I'm not doing it. It's so weird. People ask me, why don't you do that? At some point I'll get StreamYard and you guys can see me while I'm doing these live streams. I can't be bothered with it at the moment. But it's so weird to like see my own face, like me talking while because then it gets distracting, and then I'm like, oh, do I look okay? I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to introduce that element to my live streams. So at some point I'll awkwardly integrate it, but not right now. There are live streams with me in it. You can go back to some of my oldest live streams. There's one with me and my wife. You know, if you're curious, that we've done like partial live streams where it's both of us talking, and you realize like, oh, that's what he looks like, and then it gets boring because you're like, why doesn't he show any knives, right? So I just need to get my setup better, you know. Have I seen anything interesting out of SHOT Show? Yes, and I have a feeling that many of you in here are going to say exactly the same thing. You guys tell me. I want to hear in the chat. What do you think? Just say the name of the knife, what it is, briefly describe it or whatever. What do you think is the most interesting thing you've seen come out of SHOT Show? Partially, I'd like to see if I sync up with you, and I'd also like to hear what you guys think. Yep. Yep. Microtech, MSI, and Stitch. With the Ramlock, right? We have to scream it because it's capitalized. They have secured their 2023, or at least a big chunk of it, with that alone. Holy crap. Guys, seriously, I mean, is it going to be expensive? Yes. Are people going to kick down doors for those knives? Absolutely. And I'll tell you why. If you don't know, it is their new bar lock, which, hey, everybody's getting on board with it. But here's where we give credit where it's due. They did not do what everybody else did, which was just to make the exact same thing that Benchmade made, right? It's an axis lock. Wow, it's got Omega springs. Oh, but you can adjust. And I'll give it to Kaiser. I think that's great that they made the adjustable thing. Oh, we use thicker springs. Okay, well, that's kind of cool, but it's still the same. No. Microtech used a coil spring. It's better, period. It's better. It's what Benchmade did with the Anthem. It's kind of like what Spyderco did with the cage lock. It's better. It's a better system. It's amazing. I will own both of those knives. Absolutely. Yeah, and actually the MSI, isn't it free? That's amazing. It's $250. Dude, is that really, is it? Wait, no, hold on. That can't be right. Is the MSI, hold on. I'm remembering something else. It's $250 from Microtech? Microtech has one of the most impressive and best priced things right away. Is that real? Or is what is life? Is that real? That's crazy. That's crazy. They also got Bowler to tweak M390 specifically for them. Better ductility and better edge, slightly better edge retention. They call it MK M390 or M390 MK or something like that. M390 MK. We'll see. I'd like to see test results on that, but apparently because I watched an interview with Tony Marfione and somebody, and they said we're already ordering our stock from Bowler for 2025. So we get a little hey hee from them. Makes sense. They got Bowler to tweak M390 for them. That's pretty cool. I can't believe that that freaking Microtech has one of the most impressive things and one of the most impressive MSRPs. Oh man. Guardian Tactical does make the best dual action USA auto. They do. They need to get their I want their bevels to be even. I want their cutting bevels to be more like Microtech's, where they're very clean and precision and not wider in some areas, or like mine, somebody decided to change angles at the last second and go, yeah, just toss it in there. That's fine. The whole compound is pretty legit from my experience. I think most things, Hogue is kind of that godsend USA company that's actually doing things in the United States, actually has the output capacity to operate on volume, so their prices are actually low, and they've been doing things long enough that their manufacturing is very precision. Hogue is such an underrated company, and I know that they're popular. I'm saying that knowing that they are popular. I say this all the time. Hogue is an incredible company. Incredible. I hope that Hogue grows so big that they can offer competitive OEM work, where they can go, hey, do you have a design? Do you want to make it come to life? Contact us. We'll work with you. I would love for Hogue to be able to do that. And I think they have done that a little bit in the past, right? Landon, what's up, man? Can you show us the action on that zipper pouch? Also, what do you think of the CRKT Hogue crossbar lock knives? Might be good, but they look goofy. It looks interesting. The price was really high on those as well. I was like, yeah. I think Microtech has a better aesthetic presentation, which kind of gives us that, ooh, we're getting our money's worth kind of thing. But I'll wait and see. I have faith that Hogue can manufacture a really good knife. You want to see what's in this pouch? You guys are getting a sneak peek of this, and I waited until we were deep into the live stream, didn't say anything about it. That way it's not ruined for a whole lot of people. Scott sent me this today. I missed this. I wanted to buy one and I could not. And I'll tell you what it is. This is a freaking XM18 in Damascus. Special edition. I think only 11 were made, something like that, 10 or 11. My heart aches. Very beautiful. Is this Chad Nichols? Pretty sure it's Chad Nichols Damascus. Oh boy, that is just freaking saucy. Yeah, so we'll just set that guy right there. In fact, we'll just do that so we can all look at it together. Anyways, yeah, Nichols. I knew it was. That stuff is nice. There's a big difference between that and your standard like high etch or dark etch, right? More dark areas than normal. Is the Tau S and Vanax for $239 a good deal? The Tau S and Vanax for $240 is an incredible deal. That's one of the best value knives on the market, period. If that is available, you should buy it. I gain nothing from that. Nothing. I have one. He gave me one, right? So you can be like, oh, he's paid. He's paid up. I'm not going to tell you I like something unless I like it. That is a ridiculously good deal. Ridiculous. You and I, I knew it was you. I even said in the unboxing, I was like, me and one other guy were like, hey, are you excited for the drop? And he was like, yeah. We were like, oh, yeah. Yeah, all right, here we go. And then we were like, I was like, wait, did you say Pacific or did you say Central? And then Landon just typed in all caps an expletive as we both realized that not only were we wrong about the time, but we were an hour late. No, that was both of us. Our hearts were broken at the same time, like just chatting on Instagram. Oh no, I'm so bummed out. God, that sucks. Can you please show us one of your ARs? You mean the 3/4 AR? I only have one. I have the S90V variant from a long time ago. This is actually a user. But yeah, this is it looks bronze. It's actually the stonewashed variant. And really the only thing that I don't, whoops, that was a bad flip. What's going on? Does it need to be oiled? I think there must be lint or something caught in it. The only thing I don't like about it is how sharp that cutout is, right? But yeah, it's a good one. I do like it a lot. Those blue knives look like upside down penguins. Yes, they do. yeah, they do. It's funny. I didn't see it until I turned it over. That's funny. Happy National Penguin Day. I don't know that that's true, but okay. Hinder a Christmas giveaway. Dude, I don't know. Yeah. I should do a Hinder giveaway. If I had time to prepare or if there was a Hinder drop where I could get something, then maybe I would, but I don't know. Maybe next year. Show the Tactile Maverick. Here we go. Oh boy. Talk about another amazing thing to come out right at the beginning of 2023. I have used this. I used it to cut open multiple steaks. Speaking of steaks and grilling and having a good time, I would like to know I don't care about any other teams. I only care about two teams right now because it's the two teams that are coming up, and one of the teams affects me. And if you didn't know, I am a very big Kansas City Chiefs fan, and we play the Jaguars. And the Jaguars, initially, I was thinking best case scenario, they win, but that's probably not going to happen, right? And if you were watching that game, then you'll remember them coming back from 27 to nothing. Most of that was in the second half, if not all of that was in the second half. I would like to know who here right now is rooting for the Jaguars and who is rooting for the Chiefs, even if it means that because your team is going to play one or the other. I want to talk about the Bills in this chat. I don't want to hear about the Bills. Let's go, Chiefs. Jags, Kansas City Jags. The Bengals. Get out of here, man. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of hearing about the Bengals. Stupid Bengals. We're Tigers. Yeah. Stupid Bengals. I'm not interested. Not interested in the Dolphins either ever since Tyreek Hill left us. Cowboys, man. My neighbor's a Cowboys fan. Spray painted it at the end of his driveway. I have to look at it every day. I take the trash out. Chiefs, Broncos. They had a good game here recently, didn't they? Yeah. They had a good game. They're not on my radar. What NFL team is the most like the Demko 80-20? I don't know. The Chiefs. I don't know. I was trying to think. I was going to say all offense, no defense, but that doesn't make sense because the Demko is like more defense than offense. Giant knife on the right. That's the prototype PMP Titano. And it is well deserving of the name. I do not know what this will cost. I do not know when they're coming out. I am certain that PMP will make them. So, yeah. Somebody earlier said it looks like Mr. Krabs' daughter, Pearl from SpongeBob, and I think that is exactly right. I think that's hilarious. Will it cut anything? Yeah, it actually is. It's plenty sharp. Here. There you go. Yeah. I mean, it's got quite a ways to drop, even off nearly a quarter of an inch. You know, it'll slice, but you're pushing a lot of blade. There's a lot of blade to drag, you know. So. When did I add another winter blade? That was a gift from Brian Winters, actually, because I had given both of mine away. So this is mine to keep now. I think that this, if I'm not mistaken, is a Generation 2. So pretty stoked about that. And he just, it's perfect. Black with black carbon fiber. Pretty sweet. Love it. That ting. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Did you guys see this? This is Kershaw's new OTF. And this is pretty good. I'll tell you, it's very competitive. Very snappy. I mean, very competitive in price. Very snappy. The aluminum's good. The blade is CPM 20 CV. It's a USA-made switchblade. The lockout has very minimal blade play. Very nice. This is all the way around well made. I think this comes in with a street price of $240, which a lot of people are going to say, $240 for a Kershaw. Just remember, if we think about who they're actually competing with, that's a decent price. It's not an amazing price. I got to admit, I was hoping this would come in just under $200. But considering where the competition is, they're in a good spot. The biggest problem people are going to have with that is paying over $200 for a Kershaw. That's just what is going to be in their head. They associate Kershaw with sub $150 knives, even on their highest end. So I'm going to try and give that a fair review, but I'm going to ask people to calibrate on that. Ladle. Yeah, that's all I hear sometimes, because it's like there's just absolutely nothing applied when people sometimes yell about prices. Like they don't consider anything. And people love to jump on Kershaw and ZT, right? And they've had their blunders, right? But people are just like, I heard some people complaining, so I feel like now I'm obligated to take the same stance lest I look a little bit goofy on social media. Just, calibrate. They are trying. Thank you for saying that. I agree. Now, I'll admit, I'm rooting for them. I am, because I like to see companies claw their way back out of, situations where they're not well received by the knife community. I like to see that. I like to see people succeed, right? Said, at least they're trying. They are trying. They've shown many signs of trying, but people are so willing to be like, no, let's poop on them. Everybody hold hands and let's all poop together, right? People like to do that herd mentality thing, right? They're trying, right? They're trying to do what we want them to do. The pocket clip. Look at this. At first I said, why did they do that? Is it loose? No. And then I thought, it's can't. Maybe it's supposed to be how. And then I put it in my pocket. And you guys can't see me right now. But let me tell you something. This pocket clip makes perfect sense. And you'll see it in the unboxing. I put it in my pocket and I went, oh, I get it. It makes perfect sense. It doesn't look great aesthetically, but my God, does this work. This is a wonderful pocket clip. The angle is fantastic. You got to put it in your pocket to believe it. You got to feel it in your pocket. That's not a ProTech, it's a Kershaw. Goku, thanks for the donation. Did you see that John Wick now uses a G&G deadlock instead of Microtex? I did not. Also looking to buy. He does? He uses a deadlock? That's so cool. Also looking to buy a budget knife, $100 or less. Anything you'd recommend now, or should I wait for something else? What kind of budget knife do you want? You want something crazy, or do you want something that's actually EDC ready? My favorite ridiculous budget knife is the Cold Steel SR1 Lite. But that's not necessarily a practical knife. That's just like a holy crap, it's basically indestructible and it costs like $65. But have you tried the Miguron Valona in 14C28N? Here, I have one. Let me tell you. It's the best $45 to $50 you'll ever spend. Right here. This is ridiculous. 14C28N, about 9 inches overall. Nice G10, nice liners. Titanium pocket clip. Runs on bearings. Good cutting geometry. It's got a flipper that you can use to reverse flick it. This is what you want, Goku, right here. Somebody is playing with a car upstairs on the wooden floors, and I can hear them. Oh my God, they don't care. My kids, everybody, my kids, great. Literally, I know what they're doing too. They're bent over, holding on to these monster truck things, and they're running with them. Not looking to see where they're going. They're just running aimlessly on the floors upstairs. I can't get it. Where can I get that? Top one on the right. It's a prototype. That's the only one in existence. The PMP Titano, the gigantic one, it's the only one in existence right now that I know of. PMP will likely produce them late 2023. That'd be my guess. They're not even big. My kids they're little. They're just really noisy, right? What's the knife I just showed? The Velona, Velona. Type it in on Amazon. The one that I showed in Coyote and Satin's been out of stock for a while, but you can get an identical version in all black, 14C28N. It's worth it. Miguron Velona. You can go back and use the subtitles. I'm sure it'll get it correctly. Yeah, time for house skateboards. Migron does make nice knives. They have sent me a package, actually, and it is right here, and I do not know what is in it. Right here from Migron. I don't know. And I know you guys want me to unbox it live, I'm sure, but I got to save that for content. So I got to wait till Monday to open that one up. Drink some more Gatorade. Okay, I will. Hydration. So did you guys hear that? I just read this article tonight, and apparently this has been well known for a little bit. I just to offer some information behind this. I am playing the 2018 God of War right now on my PS5. I just bought an 86-inch TV, and like a brand new one, and I have my PS5 hooked up to it, and I've been playing. And I am, before anybody asks, yes, I'm the proper distance from my basement. I've got I think I'm about 20 feet from the TV. I'm the proper viewing distance for this TV. And I've been playing God of War 2018 on my PS5, and love it. Fantastic. My brother bought me Ragnarok for my birthday because I had taken a break, and he said, finish that game and play Ragnarok. It's amazing. You're going to love it. And I just love the story. I love the father-son aspect, and the storytelling is amazing. I have basically no gripes of the game. But I just read that there is Amazon is funding a series, and the idea is to actually have the game development team be involved with the series, which is great because sometimes TV adaptations really poop all over everything. They give it the old 1-2 dump on you kind of thing. You get a director and a writing team that's like, oh, we want to give our own creative spin on something that we don't know anything about, right? So here we go. And then they just dump 10 pounds of hot meatloaf garbage all over it, and they ruin it, right? That's what happens sometimes. I'm really hoping that when this comes to fruition, geez, don't ruin God of War. If they do a TV series, I think that's great. But man, I hope it's good. I want it to be like The Witcher. The Witcher was really good, right? I don't know about a movie. I know that Amazon is funding a series. Maybe a movie's in the work too. I don't know. What they should do is movie and then let that lead into a series, right? And then there's the series, and then the sequel takes place after a season. Or this is obviously I'm rubbing my little magic lamp, oh, this is what I want. Just throw billions of dollars at it and make it happen, right? That's what it's going to cost to make it good. They threw over $1 billion at Lord of the Rings, and it was honestly, I was really excited about it at the beginning, and then it just became kind of mediocre. So the recent Witcher sucked. That was Blood Origins, and that was not, as far as I understand, not canon, not written by the same people, and was almost an afterthought. I don't even know how they got it approved, but I'm talking about The Witcher Season 1 and Season 2. Surely you don't think Season 2 of The Witcher was bad. Yeah, exactly. Blood Origins was poo-poo town. Yeah, Blood Origins. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Season 1, Season 2 of The Witcher. Wonderful. Just like all the seasons of Castlevania were just so good. So good. I need to go back and watch Castlevania through again. Yeah, that's what I figured, Levi. I figured you were talking about. I couldn't. I started to watch Blood Origins and I was like, what is this? And I read, so I went and I Googled it and I was like, oh, this is trash. This no wonder, right? Yeah, we've watched, like 5 times. We haven't watched that. We've watched it. My wife and I have watched it twice. I think Henry Cavill is only signed for 3 seasons. Did you know that? Am I correct? Henry Cavill is only signed for 3 seasons of The Witcher. So this next season will be his last. I also heard that on more than one occasion, this is my favorite fun fact about Henry Cavill. I don't know that it's true. I just hope that it is. CZ, one always, thanks for your donation. What's your take on Arcane Design Crypt? Thanks. The Arcane Design Crypt is awesome. That is his next awesome design. It is very cool. It's very expensive, but it is awesome. I have it here. I will review it. You guys will see the unboxing fairly soon. But anyways, my favorite fun fact that I have heard more than once, I don't know that it's actually true, but I've heard that Henry Cavill is a big-time video game person. Specifically, during the recording of season 1, he was on more than one occasion late to the set because he was playing World of Warcraft. I really hope that that's true. I really hope that that's true. Has anybody else heard that? I read that. It is true. Sorry. He's showing up. He's like panting. Sorry, everybody. The guild was on a roll tonight. We've been raiding hard, and I needed that drop. I missed the roll multiple times. I finally had it. You know, I really hope that that's real. I would like to assume that Cavill has Leroy Jenkins at least once. He did a whole video of him building a PC. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Landon, my big brother just added 7 pounds, 2 ounces poop machine to his EDC. Knight's Razor Swords for my nephew. Gunner. Raise swords for Gunner, the nephew. Yes. 7 pounds, 2 ounces poop machine to his EDC. He's an uncle now. Landon is an uncle. Maybe this is for number 2. Raise your swords for the poop machine. Poo-poo town population. Your brother, and probably you on occasion when he decides he needs a date night, especially if you live in the vicinity. I've definitely farmed that task out to my brother before. So. I'm just reading you guys. I'm just reading comments now. What time is it? Oh, 53:23. How about we give away some more memberships? Who wants to win a membership? Here we go. We'll do 10 more. Give me a moment. And poof. Poof, you're a goon. Here we go. You have the pickle helmets there? I haven't done those in forever. That's awesome. There's not very many of those. That's great. Congrats to the people who won. Gus Bus, Rick Ratchford, Silly Goose, Jonathan Porter, Xavier Guerrero, Ian Balmano, Blue Manchu won, Heyman, and some other people. Congratulations. I thought Henry Cavill was out of The Witcher. I read they have Liam Hemsworth taking over after season 3. I'm disappointed. I'm not a Liam fan. I'm more of a Chris fan. I can't say that surprises me that they're throwing him into that role. I think he'll probably play the part well. But I think Henry is signed for 3 seasons. I think so. Pickle Moonshine. I love that you changed your name to Baloney Lord Donkey Hammer. I can't tell you if you guys have seen that short, and if you haven't seen it, it's called "Do You Guys Like Thick Knives?" You have to imagine that short took me almost 3 hours to put together, and the main reason is because while I was sitting here writing out weird verb and noun and adjective combinations, I was laughing uncontrollably, typing them into TTS and hearing that robotic voice just say them so unceremoniously. I was making myself laugh so hard, and I can't tell you the number of things that got vetoed before I came just to the conclusions I did for the few knives that I talked about. I could not get through that. It usually takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to throw a short like that together, where I'm just like combining clips. But that one took me so long. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was down here by myself, laughing uncontrollably at my phone as it read as it read this stuff back to me. So dumb. I'm such a child. I'm a 35-year-old child. If you didn't know, I'm 35. Shut up. We didn't ask. Okay, sorry. Glad we had this conversation, though. It's nice to know how you guys think. Oh, speaking of finding out how you guys think, hey, man, sent me $5. Thank you very much for that donation. So, did you guys take part in my community tab thing where I talked about Genshin Impact wanting to sponsor me? Did you guys see that? Did you guys vote? Because I said, I don't know how you guys would feel. You know, I always said I would not accept a sponsor. That a lot of people were confused. I thought you said you wouldn't accept the sponsor. And I said, no. If you watch my live streams, I always say I wouldn't accept the sponsor. Like, I would not let Blade HQ sponsor me because sometimes they provide knives, and I'm also an affiliate of Blade HQ already. So that kind of ruins my credibility, right? I'm like, oh, this review is sponsored by Blade HQ, and they sent the knife. It's really good, right? Thanks. So I wouldn't do that. But a sponsor that was totally unrelated to the content and had no control over the review and no relation to the product, I might consider. Levi, thanks for your donation. Are you going to get a Hinder XM18 Auto? Got a Stoner Swan? You're lucky, dude. Spent my Rosie savings on it, though. Dude, I tried and failed on this last drop. So, now, yeah, I know you guys are really excited. Now, let me tell you something. That was really eye-opening, and I cannot tell you how awesome it was to find out how many. I mean, I gave 3 options. I said, yes, do it. No, don't do it. Or who cares? I was really flattered to see that well over 70% of the voting audience, which that thing's like, it's like 3,500 votes at this point, which is a good chunk of my actual viewing audience. People were like, yeah, do it. Make money. I thought it'd be 50-50. Obviously, there's still, about 10% of the people were like, nah, we don't want to see that. But it was really cool to find out that you guys were so on board for that and were very supporting. Now, let me tell you what I found out. The initial email that was sent to me looked very professional, but then they sent me a contract to sign, or it was like a media package that had like the thing in it. And at first they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay up front. And then they sent me the media pack, and the media pack had a bunch of spelling errors in it. I know they're a Chinese company, but they are a large company. That's something that would be worked out. It was like, yeah, just click this and like download it and open it, right? It's fine. No other contact on other social media, nothing. Just this one guy. A bunch of alarms went off in my head. So I started looking into it, started looking into the email address, found out that this is a fairly common thing. And that while there were parts of it that looked legit, there were a few things that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm going to tell you guys right now what they offered me for a 60-second spot. And the errors in the email, and the spelling errors in the thing were one thing. That having to download this thing to like open it up and sign this thing, that was a huge red flag. The biggest red flag was their actual offer. Now, I know people are going to say, you got 200,000 subscribers. That's not that crazy an offer. Considering what my individual videos get for views, And I'll tell you guys, my individual videos average anywhere from 15,000 to 25,000 views when you're considering not the reviews, but also the unboxings and my shorts, right? We're talking an average of 20,000 views. That's the engagement that they would be looking at, not the number of subscribers. They're going to be considering engagement. How many people are going to watch? How many clicks, how many downloads can we expect, right? So as a former digital media salesman, you can expect anywhere from a 1 to 5% at best click-through rate, more like 1 to 2%. On 20,000 views, not really all that much. The amount of money that this person was offering me for a 60-second ad was $1,700, which I can tell you is way too much. That is way too much. $250 to $500 would have made much more sense to me, but that really seemed too good to be true. And after researching a little bit on Reddit, I think the offer was completely fake, and I think it was a phishing scam. They were offering payment in crypto, which was also a huge red flag. So, while it was really nice to get a pull from my audience and see what everybody thought, unfortunately, I do not think it was actually the Genshin Impact company. I think it was a phishing scam. So, that will not be happening. You cannot expect to see a Genshin Impact ad on my channel. Also, researching the game, I'm going to be honest with you. I saw ads for it. I knew what it was, but when I researched the game itself, I was like, oh man, this is like this is a gotcha game. This is a pay-to-win game. I don't know if I really want to be like, hey, you should play this. You know, I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it was a poo-poo town offer. So I got my hopes up. I got some of you guys' hopes up, right? I was like, oh, Genshin Impact, I made it, right? Don't think it was real. So then afterwards, I was like, dude, this kind of looks fishy. And he was like, no, we'll pay 50% now and 50% later. I was like, you just said you're going to pay everything up front. Like, which is it? And he was like, oh, have you opened the thing yet? And I was like, man, yeah. I don't believe you. What's your name, William? I don't believe you, William. Got to be careful about opening stuff. Oh boy, Logan Paul's in it right now, right? I think he's hoping that everybody will brush that off and just forget about it, but probably not. Oh, guys, this has been a fun live stream. I miss doing this. I mean, I love doing the giveaways, right? Those are high population, but it was nice to see, you know, at one point there was almost 400 people in here. But it was nice to see a higher population for just a laid back, like chill, you know, kind of chatted up live stream. This has been really fun. I have very, very much enjoyed it. I think this is going to be it for tonight. Expect a video sometime this week showcasing the items that will be given away next weekend, probably for the live event. And I'm telling you, it's going to be some cool stuff, especially the grand prize. The grand prize is going to be something that you want. The vast majority of people are very much going to like what I'm going to be giving away. And I'm not going to give any more hints. Nobody knows. Literally nobody. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even give anybody in DMs. Every now and then I kind of, you know, I let it slip in my Discord, or I get excited and somebody asks me on Instagram and I go, don't tell anybody, but here's what it is. I'm not going to do that this time. Nobody is going to know until I upload a video, but it's going to be really cool. I'm probably going to do a couple of prize packages. So like there'll be, you know, maybe 2 to 3 prize packages that will include multiple knives and or items. And then there will be one grand prize winner. And it will be something that is expensive, hard to get, and very cool. So look forward to that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, or don't subscribe. Whatever you want to do at this point, right? If you're watching, that's all I ask. I just like that you're a part of this. Doing live streams and interacting with my community on a regular basis, right? This sounds like a robotic speech, but I'm telling you, this is my favorite part of this, is regularly interacting and being fully integrated in this community. It's been an absolute blast of a ride, and I enjoy it 100%. Doesn't feel like a job. If you didn't know, this is my job now. I made that I made that official announcement a while back. This is my job. It does not feel like a job. It just feels like I'm just having fun with my hobby, and there's a whole bunch of people just sitting in a room with me enjoying the same thing. So, anyways, I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Go Chiefs. Bye.